Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's a lovely sunny morning here in Preston, and we have got some very good news for you guys. We have got some absolute cracking hunky-dory favourites that are back in stock. They are bestsellers. They sell out again and again. Some of these things, I swear, they've been refactored 2 if not 3 times. So it is wonderful to have them back with us. Let's introduce everybody. In the producer station we have Emily.
Morning.
Good morning. My name's Rebecca if you don't know me, and in the demonstration station ready to craft for us. I feel like we've been a little bit of a dynamic duo over the past few days.
We have.
It's the wonderful Natalie.
Hello everyone.
Good morning.
We're back. Just like the back in stocks.
Just like the back in stock.
I'm very excited about these back in stocks though, because I mean they are some of my favourite launches of the year. I love a die. We love, in particular, these ones we've got today.
I think so. We absolutely love our Moonstone dies here. We've got a little bit of Moonstone love today.
Madness.
Moonstone Madness. We're loving it. We're here for it. They're back in stock. Some of these do take a while to come back in stock because quite a lot of our dies do come from abroad and they can take a little while, but they're back in stock. But before we show you everything that is back on that website, let's have a little look at this week's Win It Weekly. And what a fabulous prize we have for you. Just look how enormous this wonderful collection is. This is our On The Move designer decollage collection, featuring some wonderful modes of transport. We've got tractors, trucks, ships, boats, balloons, bikes, absolutely everything you could imagine. Just look at the inspiration sheet on there for all of those designs that you're going to be getting in there. 24 sets in here, so you have got so much to play with. It really is wonderful, and it's worth $29.99. What an amazing prize. We've got 4 lucky winners this week, and we will be announcing that winner on Friday. And all you have to do is like, share and comment with your answer to the following question. And this week's question is, which country has the most islands in the world? Is it A, Japan, B, the Maldives, or C, Sweden? Now, I had a bit of an inkling about this, Nat.
Have you Googled it and you were wrong?
No. Honestly, well, you know me, right? I watch quiz shows every single day.
Yeah.
Without fail. I literally rush out the building to watch Pointless and the House of Games, and it was on one of those.
Was it?
And it was in the absolute hundreds of thousands, Nat. I couldn't believe it.
That's quite crazy, actually.
Yeah.
And do people cohabit on all of these islands?
I don't know, but I was like,
That's
is
what
so.
I was thinking.
Honestly, though, I was sat on the sofa and I said, David, that's the Win It Weekly question. He's like, right, okay.
If people watch the game shows, then they'll know as well.
Then you will know, absolutely.
You will know as well.
So yeah, I was very excited. Okay, so keep your answers coming in. We've got answers coming in already, you guys. Get your answers in. Okay, let's have a look at some of our fabulous back in stock products. I feel like this has been our most exciting launch of the entire year.
I think so. I cannot believe how many times it's sold out. That's something that's really shocked me.
Me too.
It's just something that we cannot keep in stock.
We absolutely cannot. It literally flies out the door every time we have it in. So we have probably shown you this quite a few times. However, it really is worth coming back to because I think it's just going to be around as long as we can keep it in, because you guys at home absolutely love it. You're loving our tutorials and our demos with this. You're grabbing this. So we have got the full megabyte for you with those 3 self-adhesive paper packs in 12 different colorways. This is kind of what they look like in the packet, so let's go with those first of all, and they are just absolutely wonderful. You've got that card model on the front to show you all of those pretty pastel colours, perfect for the spring and summertime that we're heading into now, but you've got some lovely neutral tones there. You've got the greys, the sort of caramel, the rich chocolate brown, and those gorgeous sort of pretty pinks, grass greens, sky blues, all of those colours that you would expect in there. And you're going to get 35 A5 sheets with that peel off backing so that you can stick this straight onto your cards. If you're matting and layering or doing any intricate die cutting, you're not going to have to worry about fiddly glue, adhesive oozing out everywhere. This is just going to do all of that hard work for you. So we've got that one, and then we have got the DL for you as well, which is just so good. I feel like slimline cards are really, really fashionable at the moment. So you can be making your backgrounds or your mats and layers from this, or if you just want to maybe just trim an inch or two off the top if you've got a little sentiment to die cut, these sheets are so handy for that as well. So those are $9.99. The A5 are $9.99 and the DL is $6.99. We also have these wonderful foiled designs for you as well. Again, £9.99 on there. And you get some gorgeous patterns. You can see those. Oh, look at those roses. They're absolutely stunning. You get roses, paisley, butterflies, cross hatches in there. Absolutely everything. Polka dots, spring leaves. Really, really gorgeous. If you haven't seen these, maybe flick back at some of our original launches to refresh your memory, but they are all back in stock today for you guys. Oh, I just love it. And we've got loads more as part of our stickables range. I mean, these are just some of the really fun things that we've done with this here on the team. So we can cut this into tags, banners, using our punches, using our sort of like solid shape dies, making frames and apertures. We've got strips down here. We've got these sentiments that can be a little bit fiddly to get your glue round. Again, some more sort of intricate sentiments. I mean, look at these, absolutely gorgeous. The stick is just so smooth and professional. It's absolutely a game changer. And I mean, just look at some of these more intricate dies, those lacy frames. If you've got beady eyes, these will be coming back in today as well, a bit later on the show. These little gorgeous wispy flower dies, absolutely no sort of messy glue or anything. They're just stuck down so easily with all your dies. It's an absolute dream to die cut with this. We've got some of our foiled designs here. Again, you're getting those all over lace patterns there, those leaves. Mixture of gold and silver foil in there as well, to suit both the colourways and whatever you like to craft with at home. We have also obviously launched our Miri stickables. So if you want everything stickable, you can be grabbing that to mix and match and do your mats and layers with as well. The cute little love hearts there, and obviously those flourishes and crosshatch on that one. And we've also got our Perfect Verses here, which is the same verses as our normal Perfect Verses pad. We've got that coming up later in the show, so we'll flick through that. But absolutely gorgeous statement sentiments there. A little bit more obviously versy than our sort of essential books or our little dies, anything like that. So if you want those just those few more heartfelt words, families are like branches on a tree. We all grow, yet our roots remain as one. If you want something that just says a little bit more, those are absolutely perfect. We've also got our wonderful butterflies. These are all foiled and die cut for you. So you can just pop these out and stick them on. Again, as you can see from the card model at the bottom, they make just great easy backgrounds, don't they?
Really, really good to just stick on and just fill spaces.
Absolutely. Just have a little flurry around your frames or your toppers. They're absolutely wonderful, and they are obviously self-adhesive, so you just peel that backing off and stick them down straight away. No need to use glue or tape. And again, the flowers, again, we've just made that beautiful background with those so easily. All the different colorways matching your A5 and your DL sheets, your verses. So everything's going to combine absolutely wonderful. We've got those verses on the boards there. The flowers, I mean, just look at all the cute little sizes that you're going to get. Real mixture and variety in here. We've also got these wonderful self-adhesive borders back in, which I absolutely love. Just how fabulous are those? Different typography on every single one, and there's actually multiple typefaces even just in the one border. How fabulous is that? You've got some really useful ones here as well. Happy birthday, best wishes to someone special, time to celebrate. So that's going to be covering all of your occasions.
And you get every single one of these borders.
You do, yeah.
All the 12 colours as well,
all
which is
12
so
colours.
Fun because you've got such a wide variety then.
I think so. And obviously you're going to be chopping into these, snipping, making little banners. Absolutely loads there. Yeah, 12 of your A4 papers, foiled and die cut borders for you. And then again, we just have our little butterflies for you again. I love them in all the different colours. They just look so fabulous. Absolutely stunning. Perfect for all of your crafting. And what else have we got to show you? We've got some amazing dies back in stock. I feel like these have been out for ages and ages.
I think they launched in January.
They did. They were
been such a long time.
They were one of the first launches of the year for our Moonstone collection, and they just absolutely flew out. So this is our Best and Beautiful collection. These have got 6 die sets for you. You've got the 3 large ones and then the 3 smaller ones. So incredible value here, because some of these are actually nesting dies as well. We've got a set of nesting dies at the back here. And the full collection saves you £20.
I know.
Wow.
It's absolutely crazy. And every single die that we have in here is so useful for every occasion.
Absolutely. So let's start with the first one. We've got our floral heart here, perfect for weddings, anniversaries, all of those romantic occasions. Let me turn it around so you can see all of that gorgeous floral and leafy detail in there to create that heart. Looks wonderful, like on the card model paper piece. Again, you could be using your stickables with that, combining like an absolute dream. Absolutely gorgeous. Looks so simple and clean if you do it in like a plain white or maybe a silver. We've got a graceful cross. Now this has been so popular. Our absolutely wonderful graceful cross, and I think it just covers all of those religious occasions, whether it is christening, baptism, sympathy, maybe a church wedding.
Absolutely.
All of those occasions, maybe next year for Easter as well. You've got that gorgeous lily on there as well. It's just so simple. You just don't need any words when you've got that beautiful cross.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It really is.
And works so well with all the other dies we've got.
Doesn't it? Yeah. It absolutely does. You can mix and match these beautifully. Obviously, we've got our words of faith, which is just going to be the perfect sentiment for it if you do want one. You've got praying for you. You are blessed and have faith. So these, again, absolutely gorgeous for all of those religious occasions. Set of 3, and they've all got a little shadow there. So you're going to get 6 dies in total. We also have our Holy Church. Doesn't that look wonderful on the packaging there?
Phenomenal.
So pretty. Again, just perfect for all of those occasions that you'd just be popping to church for. Maybe just to say to someone, you know, I'm praying for you, I'm thinking of you.
Yeah.
Have faith there. Really nice words of encouragement on this one. And the beautiful flowers. That is your die. You get the shadow and then the actual church building itself with all of its stunning architecture, the doors, the wonderful stained glass window. Again, you can be paper piecing that, popping some acetate behind and getting your craft markers out. The possibilities really are absolutely endless. Speaking of stained glass window, we have this one back in stock. You might have seen it on our stickables board. This is our stained glass window die. That beautiful arch shape with the sort of pointed tip on there. Stunning for panels, trifold cards. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? Just look at the level of detail.
The detail is phenomenal in this one.
It really is, isn't it just? And I mean, just look at it with those stained glass colours. It really is fabulous. And then our final one that we have for you is our set of nesting dies. These are our straight edge nesting dies, our church window. So they're really absolutely iconic kind of shape of a church window. It does definitely remind us of those times. It's going to go perfectly with your stained glass window. It's going to go perfectly with your church. It's going to be making your shaped card blanks. Just look at this really elegant church scene on that photograph, on that card model there, sorry. Absolutely beautiful into a gatefold. I absolutely love that. Beautiful mats, layers, frames, apertures, whatever you want to in there. You get a set of 9 in there, so loads to be layering up on. But if you do want the full set, and believe me, you're going to be tempted because they have been out of stock, they have sold out. I'm sure they are going to be on their way out again because they are ever so popular. They are $54.94 for the full price. But just look at those discounts, $52.19 or $49.45 for the full collection. Absolutely wonderful. That's going to give you 21 metal dies in total. Isn't that incredible?
There's just so much that you get with these dies.
It really is.
So much that you can do with them as well. Like
absolutely.
Creating those gatefolds, creating card blank shapes, making easels with these. It's phenomenal, and the detail is just crazy.
It's
in like how
stunning.
But it's not it's not difficult to be able to make really good cards with it as well. They're really easy to craft with. You can keep it really simple. You can go really crazy in colour like with them, but they're just, I absolutely love this collection. So we can start with it if you want.
Yeah, let's.
So we're going to do a beautiful card with, I'm actually using 4 of our dies. So I'm going to use our nested archways. I'm going to use the stained glass one. I've got my sentiments and I've also got my cross as well. So we're bringing everything in on this one. We're going to start off by taking a 5x7 and I'm going to use my largest die. I'm just going to butt up the edge of my die onto here because we want to create our card blank with this one. So you want to make sure that that edge is just on there so it's not going to cut through that detail, and then I'm going to stick it at the top and at the bottom so we know that it's definitely straight and it's going to stick. You can then turn it over as well, and if you do need to make any adjustments, just to make sure that that cut line doesn't go through and you're really happy with it. And then we're going to run that through, and then I'm also going to run through the second die, the second largest, on some of our blue sticker balls. So I'm going to place that on there. So let's run through like that one on there as well. And then we're going to take our stained glass window. We're going to use both of the dies. The beauty of this die is that if you just want to make, if you just got like a 5x7 and you pop this one in, it's going to cut out all of that beautiful detail, leaving that out of your card. But if you want to make it as a panel, then you can use both of these dies together and we can cut this out. So let's just line that up and then we'll pop this one in place like so, and we're going to die cut this one as well. So let's just pop that through. Want to make sure that's nice and secure because there's lots of detail to come out of that one. And then I'm going to get my metal shim, just place that over the top because we are cutting 3 really detailed dies and one of them we're wanting to go through like 2 lots of Ink Me cardstock, so 700 GSM on that one. So we're going to run it through and then I'm going to reverse it as well just to make sure I've got all of that fully covered on there. Let's see if we can stop that and reverse it. Hopefully that's cut all the way through on that edge die. I think it will have done. Let's just keep pulling that through. And then we can take those 2 dies over there. Oh, that literally is so close to the edge, like on that one. It's crazy. So I'm going to take out my sticker balls now. We're going to leave that one there. Let's just put our dies all over here so we know that they're together. And then with this one I'm going to be really careful because I want to release all of this from my die. So just lifting that out and you are revealed with this beauty. Now I'm just going to take my brush here and just release all of those elements, and this comes out so easily from our sticker balls. You would think this is going to take such a long time.
It's nearly done it already.
Get all of these pieces out, but absolutely not. And then we don't even have to think about how we're going to stick it down because we have that self-adhesive backing on there as well. So just going to pick out that pesky one. And then let's just get rid of all of these bits and pieces.
How satisfying was that to weed that then?
It was crazy how quick that happened.
So beautiful.
And then let's pop out our card blank, which we will just have to use our scissors because I was just literally probably a minute of a second, the tiniest amount from that going all the way through. So we just need to just release that there from our card blank, but that's better than it cutting all the way through, to be fair.
Absolutely.
So let's just take our tape off here now, and I'm going to bring in my scoreboard because we're going to create this as a fold back card.
Oh, I love this.
Let's line this up onto here, and where I've got that central point is just slightly over, so I'm just going to move it up to the next one so that I'm happy that that is straight, and then we're just going to score down the back of there and fold this through.
Oh, So beautiful.
Like so you've got that really nice sort of look to your card. We're going to pop our stained glass window together now. So I've got with my stained glass window, I've got I've taken the outside die from this set, and I've also cut that from Silver Mirror. So we're going to stick this one straight onto that Silver Mirror. Now, because this is quite a big die, I am going to do it where I'm folding it back as you would with a whole piece of your stickables. So just lining that up on the edge there, and then we're going to work that down just to make sure that we are 100% getting this coverage in the exact place we want it to be, which I think we've done a really good job of there.
That is awesome.
And then before we stick this down, like with all of your stickables, just take your score tool, turn your piece over, and just make sure that that is fully stuck down on there. So I'm not too sure on whether I want to have that piece there and then another piece here, because I've cut another piece of that large die, so I could have the same shape sort of showing through.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to have this in the background piece, because we are going to do something fun on here as well. So let's just take our backing off our Mirror stickables now. The actual match made in heaven having both of these available. And in exactly the same way, we're just going to fold this out, line this up onto here, and once we're happy with that, then we can just take our tool again and make sure that that is nice and stuck down on the reverse there. So we've got, oh, what's this black detailing? What's this from? Oh, it's going to go everywhere.
Do you want me to grab you a bit of blue roll or something?
Yeah, I'll try it. I'm not sure where it's come from. It might be off the die, but it's okay. We can move on to the next step while we have a look for something for that. So I've got my single blue piece, which is our second largest from our nesting dies, and I'm going to place this exactly the same so it mirrors that nice design that we've got on the opposite side. So popping that on, and then is it on here? I'm going to just go over the edges to make sure that we are properly sticking that to there. And then I've got my beautiful cross, which I have cut from our Mirror here. Now this is an absolute stunning die set. So we've cut it out of silver, and then I've gone on with my Mirror stickables again, not my Mirror, sorry, my normal stickables, and we've gone with pink, and I've also gone with green, and you can see that I've cut out the individual layers, and we're going to stick this straight onto here. So I'm going to go from my smallest to largest, so I'm going to go with these floral elements, and this is great for if you have intricate dies like this and you're wanting to sort of colour in certain areas so they stand out. This is an absolute great die to do this with. So just lining this up with those points.
Oh, that's so good. So easy
Making
to do
sure
that.
You've got that coverage on there, and then just going over and lining that up onto there, and it gives you that instant colour straight away. We've not had to think really at all about how this is going to look. So once you've got that piece on, and then we can use the back piece, take that off, and we're going to stick this straight onto our Mirror, and that is just going to give this such a nice lease of life with all of those different elements being different colorways, and it's going to break up that silver as well, which sometimes on dies can look a little bit too harsh,
a bit chunky,
bit too crazy.
Yeah.
So let's pop that down. I'm just going to go over here with this because it's a smaller die. We've got quite a lot of detail on here. Trying to be careful not to sort of pick any bits up or remove any parts that we don't want to. So let's pop this onto, we'll remove that top backing now from our Mirror. It comes off so quickly. I'm going to place this on the top of our arch like so. Let's just flip that around now, and now we've got it on like a larger base. We can really go in with our tool and make sure that that is stuck down completely onto there, which it is, and we can prove that because we can lift that up, and all of those layers, not one of those is lifting off there. So now we need a sentiment. I've gone with have faith because it fits really nicely on here. So I've got my backing in blue and I've got my words in the silver mirror, so we can peel those off. I've done a lot of die cutting ahead of time because there's lots of dies to get through today, and I wanted to be able to show you all the fun things we can do with absolutely all of the ones that we've chosen to show you. So have faith is going to fit on there. Let's just peel this silver piece off here. Absolute dream to work with.
Oh, it really is.
It just falls from here so nicely. So I've just got my A just to pop that little piece out of there. Let's see if I can do it when it's stuck down. It might be a little bit easier. Let's pop that in place. Make sure that's nice and lined up on there. And then let me just stick that down. And then I'm just going to go in onto this bit and just lift out that the middle section of my A. So just like you would work with vinyl, it's very similar when you're working with your
definitely
Miri stickables. Let's just see if I can just release that from there. There we are. So that's come out of there now. We can fully stick this down, and I'm actually going to create some dimension. I'm not going to stick this flat because obviously the colour is exactly the same. We're going to lift it up. So I'm going to leave the backing on my sticker balls, which is absolutely fine to do, and it adheres really well to your foam pads because it's not got backing on like you would with say your foam pads and your double-sided tape. It's not got that shiny finish. It's quite a matte finish, so you can do this as well, and I'm just doing it so all of my colours match really nicely. So let's trim this off now and we can put our card together once we've done this. So I'm just going to pull this off there and I stick our have faith
that's beautiful
on the bottom. Let's bring in the rest of our card and stick this together. I'm just going to try with a baby wipe just to get rid of this. I'm not sure what it was, but I do think it's coming off. We're just going to leave it like that because I feel like too much and we're going to ruin that on there. So I'm going to place that on here and we're going to do that with some double-sided tape. So let's add our tape straight onto this section, because if we add it onto here,
you just know you're not going to go over.
Yeah,
don't you?
we know we've got it in the right place. And then lift that up, pop this onto here.
Oh, what an absolute beautiful card, so elegant.
And then we can just lift that up, and I just love the way it sits, and you've got that sort of really gorgeous detail in that background as well. And there's so many colours in your Miri stickables which really work with these type of occasions as well. You could repeat this on the other side too, so you could have a trifold, so you've got two that stick out and one that doesn't, and that would look gorgeous with this stained glass window effect.
Yeah, 100%, totally agreed, Natalie. What a beautiful card, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Wow, we've got some absolutely stunning projects here. This one, oh my goodness, our lovely Jane, we showed you her really funky art shape box yesterday. How about a church shape box? Isn't that just the most incredible thing you've ever seen? I just absolutely adore that. It's so, so beautiful.
I'm sure that we have the instructions in the January magazine as well.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, this did launch in January, so if you maybe want to flip, if you've got your copy of that magazine, go and flip back and have a look because it is absolutely wonderful. So it's perfect for your box making and gift projects as well. We've got that beautiful floral heart. You could obviously just switch the Mother's Day for you know, a wedding or anniversary or absolutely anything you want. Maybe one of those words of faith dies. We've got it with our crazy craft collection. How beautiful does that look? With those gorgeous kind of rustic vintage tones. I absolutely love that. We've got another sort of vintage looking one from Jane as well, using a bit of paper piecing and some pattern packs on there. We've got this really gorgeous kind of colourful church there with that window just paper pieced. Even just picking out sections of that church is just going to look absolutely stunning, especially with the shine on that adorable scorable. And we have our stained glass window one, again another one from Hannah, using it isn't it gorgeous, having those windows matching as well, and that cross in the centre just looks so beautiful. But again, you could definitely be recreating the fold back card that Natalie did with those dies, making just a shaped card blanket itself. They are absolutely stunning, and there are so many different possibilities for those dies, and they're absolutely beautiful. Everybody's loving your card, Nat. We've got gorgeous card, lovely card, beautiful card. Carol Rooney loves that die. I'm not surprised. There's quite a lot of comments about my hair as well today. It is a little bit different. I have lost my curls. I haven't straightened it myself because it takes too long. But just if anyone wanted to know, my hairdresser thinks that I'm a little girl's world doll. She loves to straighten it. Okay, we have these wonderful Say It With Style pocket pad collection bags. Do you know, I cannot believe how popular these were either.
I know.
They were absolutely phenomenal. I think we launched these on the Hobby Maker birthday show, or something like that.
Yes, it was in that week.
Yeah, a really popular week anyway. And honestly, we just cannot keep them in stock, guys. We have to reprint these over and over again. So again, you have seen these, but if you want another little look, if you're just joining us or you missed that show, we have got our fabulous Say It With Style pocket pads. And I mean, aren't they just the cutest? These are just so cute. Look at them. These little pocket pads with these fabulous little quotes on them. I absolutely love them. Perfect for crafting on the go as well.
100%.
Oh my goodness, you could just pop those in a little, you could put pocket pad, you could probably actually fit that in your jeans pocket.
Oh,
that
yeah,
small.
definitely.
They really are absolutely stunning and perfect for crafting on the go. And you've got some wonderful ones here. This is our birthdays one, so you've got do whatever floats your boat. It's your birthday, not a year older, a year better, dance like it's your birthday, and loads of other ones there as well. We've got some as well for the kiddie pops, don't grow up, it's a trap. I absolutely love that one. So that's just covering all of yours. We've got our little princess ones there, so many different ones. And then we have got our occasions ones, which just covers all of those sort of like more niche occasions, like Bon Voyage. We've got Life Was Meant for Great Adventures. You've got your wedding one there, the start of something beautiful. May the happiest days find your new address. The tassel was worth the hassle. Nat, I think you did a demo with this one and it just blew me away with the cap and gown.
Oh yeah, that was really, a very fun card.
Really fun card. We have our Say It With Style for the men here. Little dude with attitude, right up to the granddads of and the uncles. Who needs superheroes when you have a brother? Dad, the man, the myth, the legend. I want to say this one has been one of our most popular one. I think Just for Laughs is the most popular, but
yes,
again, this is a very close second. We've got Father's Day, just a couple of months away. Absolutely all sorts of themes. We've got gardening, gaming, beer, tools, nautical theme there, a bit of dapper chat with the beard there, absolutely gorgeous. And they're just so handy to just pop straight onto your cards, or maybe inside for a really nice little verse. We've got the ladies one here as well, covering auntie, queen, nan, mother, daughter, absolutely gorgeous. Sister we've got in here, wife. Today is your special day. There's no greater love than a mother's love for her daughter. Birthday queen, and I love this knitting themed one as well. Let me just grab that one in. Without you, I would unravel. So cute. And then this is our unbelievably most popular one by a long way. This is our Just for Laughs, and these are just so great. They are lovely. I was born to be wild, but only till 9 p.m. Your cooking is so good, the smoke alarm cheers you on. Never make the same mistake twice. Make it 5 or 6 just to be sure. I rescued some wine, it was trapped in a bottle. The 4 seasons are all different, some are warmer than the others. I swear this is like Dan's book of dad jokes as well.
It is, it really
so
is.
Great. If you like all of those like cheesy funny sentiments, these are so wonderful. They're just going to really make your recipient smile. And all 5 of those, they're an absolute bargain. $14.95 there, saving £10 on these. That is an absolute wonderful price. I absolutely love these. So you get them in the really nice little selection for you, like I say, perfect for popping in your handbags or your craft trolleys. So we love those. We also have the most fabulous Man's World dies here as well, that again were another really popular one. We've been waiting for these to come back for ages, and these are just absolutely fabulous. We've got our 3 Man's World collection for £22.47, which is wonderful because you're getting 6 in this one, 9 in this one, and 8 in this one. So we've got our crafty beers one here with the pint glass, the beer bottle. You've got your wonderful little wheat sheath there, or like your yeast. We've got the bottle opener, the bottle cap, and the bubbles as well. Super useful as well for that one. It's absolutely gorgeous. 6 dies in total for that one, and they're just the perfect kind of size to make your own toppers, backgrounds, sort of anything like that. You can make a little wreath with this one, and again you've got those little bubbles there as well, again perfect for the backgrounds. We've got this one as well, our rock and roll guitar, perfect for any music fans, male or female for this one. I think we all love our music, don't we? And you get just such fabulous embellishments and accompaniments, like the headphones, the microphone, the guitar plectrum, even this little kind of jazzy little star. We absolutely love that, again just to be adding onto your backgrounds. Just look how fabulous that card model is. Absolutely stunning. Again, a great one to paper piece with maybe your stickables or your stickables mirror. And then finally we have our toolbox, an absolute favourite. It has got all of your crafty little DIY bits there. You've got the saw, the hammer, the nail, the spirit level, all encapsulated in an absolutely beautiful toolbox. Really building that up for that handyman around the house. And again, you can be making some fabulous projects. I mean, how wonderful is this tool bench?
It's so cool.
It's so cool. I think we've got every single piece of the collection in there, including our accompanying stamps. They are still very much in stock to match. And again, just making some fabulous sort of tool benches and toolboxes. Really cool fun cards, especially in all of those colours. And again, the bottle one, I actually made this one. I thought it kind of looked like, you know, like soda pop bottles.
Oh yeah.
Just really fun and different. You could definitely do them as any bottle of your choice.
100%.
Your favourite beer or your favourite pop. Just be, you know, paper piecing those together with those silver lids. I absolutely love those. And they're so reasonable as well. £22.47. But if you're in the Diamond member, they're going to be just over £20, which is just absolutely fabulous price on there. £7.50 you're saving, and that is without logging in. So we absolutely love those. Natalie, we're going to come to you for our second demo.
Yeah, I'm going to use the toolbox one.
Okay,
I'm also going to use some of the accompanying dies. So I'm going to use these amazing wood dies that we still have available in the, for you as well. And we're going to bring it all together with this page from our Just for the Men. It says, if it isn't broken, don't fix it. But if it is broken, take it to Dad. So let's pop these bits all together. I've got my bits and pieces ready to go. I've got normal mirror for this. You'll understand why when we bring it together. And then I've got some of our yellow stickables, so we're going to cut that through at the same time, hopefully. We've got our toolbox that's going to go on here as well. And then let me just bring in my sheet of stickables. That's going to do our frames on here too. So they're all ready to go. We'll die cut all of our pieces out first, and then we can start to make this card up. And I think there's so many amazing ways in which you can use these dies. I just think they're a great selection to use together and to use with other bits and pieces you'll have. They're going to work perfectly with little books that have all of these bits and pieces on. Your pocket pads are absolutely perfect with these. I think they're an absolute great match. So we've got those bits and pieces cut out now. Now, before we came to me doing this demo, I actually cut a piece of this by accident and then realised I didn't want to do it. But because we've got stickables, it's going to work really well. And we can also use it to our advantage with this card as well. So let's pop those bits out. Let's get our toolbox. That's ready to go. Let's just move this over to one side so we've got some space, and then let's peel out all of our bits and pieces here as well. So we've got our silver tools, and we've also got those yellow ones because we're going to do a little bit of fussy cutting with this one. So I've cut these out twice,
okay,
all of these tools in exactly the same way. So let me just remove that from there. So I'm going to get all of my bits and pieces together. Some of them will be stuck to the back of each other, and then we're gonna create this here. So we need our spanner, and then we've got our saw as well. And then if I bring in my other ones, we've got those double ups, so we can make this twice, just so we've got a lot of embellishments,
yeah,
that we can decorate this with. And I just wanted to sort of have this as like a set of sort of embellishments. So we're going to start off with the saw, and we're just going to fussy cut around this little piece here on both of those. We can obviously use some of these elements for the bits and pieces. Do the same again on here. My hammer, we're just going to take the top off there, so just cutting away all of these bits and pieces that we don't need. We're going to take the I've got a brush ready to go, and I think we're just going to do one of them. So that one is already ready. We've done that one, and then my spanner, this one's a little bit difficult because most of the spanner is silver, so I think I'll leave my yellow one to the opposite side as well. So we've got our 2 silver spanners, and then on our little spirit level, now this one is going to be fun. I just want to trim out these circles just to stick in place, and these are so tiny, but it's going to make all the difference.
Yeah, it really is,
on
definitely.
This, card. And then again on the other one, just spinning that around so we can get that full circle cut out from there. If you want to be really precise with this as well, you can obviously use your craft knife, but we're just going in with our scissors, and then I'm going to take the actual level bit from here as well and just trim that out. So then we can start to piece all these together. Those ones are done, so let's put these to that side. We're going to just use our pokey tool to lift up our backing of our stickables. It just removes really nicely on here. And remember, we're sticking these straight onto Miri. This isn't Miri stickables because we want to add dimension to these, so we want to be able to put them on with foam pads. So for that reason, and because it's a bit stronger than our stickables weight, it makes sense to stick these all on here. So let's do this one again.
Oh, they look so cute with matching colourful handles.
They're all a little set all together.
Yeah.
And obviously you can use any colour you wish to do here. We could do a bright pink set for all our DIY girls out there who love to do all the work in the house.
You do love a bit of DIY, don't you?
I love it. I always love making bits and pieces in the house. So let's add that on there, and then our circles and our little piece, and we'll be finished with all of our tools. They're ready to go. So I'm going to peel this bit off on here now and just stick that onto there. Oops. There we go. There we are. That's on there now. Nice and proud. And then let's put these panels on. There's one. Let's just use the other side of our pokey tool because that's going to make it a lot easier to get in those spaces there.
Yeah, definitely.
And then again with this one.
I mean, how much more difficult would this be to use like your paper, like your normal paper?
It's just so easy to know that that's done now.
Absolutely.
All of those are done. I've not had to like wait for it to dry, or I can get on with my card and make it up. So I'm going to take my elements now and that are going to go on my card, and we are going to get our cocoa bean from, or shall we use, let's use gingerbread because it's a little bit of a lighter colour. And I've got my blending sponge ready to go. Now I just want to add a touch of colour onto these to make them look a bit more like wood,
yeah,
but also
aged,
to bring out some of that detailing that we've got within these frames as well, because there's gorgeous detail throughout this. And I think because we've gone for this like rustic colour as well, it can possibly sometimes come off to look a bit rusty. So with these dyes, it's going to look really nice with that sort of toolbox selection. We're going to do exactly the same on our toolbox. Let's just go in with the colour around sort of like the outside edge here, and then I'm going to go in and do it on the inside edge on this section too, just to give it that really nice look. So that's ready to go. We've just got to do the same on our larger one, and I've not actually added any more ink to this here. I've just used what was left on my sponge already.
Yeah, that's the great thing. They're so pigmented, aren't they?
But it's great to know that you can, if you want to, colour in your stickables and give them a really fun look. So just adding bits and pieces across that base now, and then let's do the bottom section of this. So adding all of that colour in, and then popping that across there as well. So that one is ready to go. This one's ready to go. Our tools are ready to go, so we can start making this up now. I'm just going to wipe away some of this mess, just so I've got a nice clean surface for making my card. So we've got a 5x7. Now this frame is perfect. This is our largest frame, and this actually fits on here perfectly. So it's going to frame all of our work without us having to cut this down at all. So I'm just going to peel this off, which I probably shouldn't have done in one go, but we will see how that works. I'm just going to start from that top corner there and bring that all the way down. So sticking that really nice and quickly onto here, no having to think about how we're going to stick these elements, what we're going to use.
Definitely.
So
one and done as well, Nat. What a pro.
I know. And then we're going to take our bottom section as well and piece this back together, because I got too excited with this one and just cut it out a little bit earlier than I should have done. So let's just stick this onto here, just lining it up with that element there, and then we're going to go all the way across, and that'll stick really nicely on here and line up onto this section as well. And then this is where, if we want to go over, just to give that more of a unified look, we can add more of that ink across and onto there. So we've got that. We've got a really nice white space, which is going to work perfect with our stickables as well. So this stickables is going to fit on here now. It doesn't necessarily work straight away because we're still missing a little bit and piece, but that's okay because we're going to do it sort of like DIY, kind of like it's falling apart.
Oh, I love that.
So I'm going to take this piece off here, and then I can have that on there, and then let's just peel this piece off as well, so it looks like a broken
frame. I love that idea.
Peel those off. We're going to add some colour to this one as well to make it match. So I've got a yellow, we're going to go in with like a nice brown, and then I think I might do, let's just go in with these ones first of all. So I'm going to go in with my yellow on my words. Now I'm using our craft markers on here because I just think they give you the best sort of coverage within this. So
oh, definitely.
Let's just colour in the top of those lines on there. And if we want to go in and add more colour, we absolutely can do. And I'm going to complete that look by mirroring that on the dad as well. So just go in over all of that on there. And then let's go in with our brown, and we can just use this. I think this one's a little bit too light. We need more of like that cinnamony colour that we've got going on. Let's see, this one will work, I think. So let's use this brown here on our outside edge.
Oh, that's even just that tiny bit of colour really starts to bring it to life.
And it's because it's sort of like monochromatic, the design on here, add in all of those colours to it to really work with what you've already created is gonna just bring these images to life, I think.
Definitely, and the good thing about it, like you say, with them being that monochromatic style, like you say, if you'd have done it like with a, you know, blue tools or green tools, you can just swap your colours round.
Absolutely.
And match it to whatever, like cardstock you're accompanying with this, or pattern papers or whatever. And it's just, you know, absolutely incredible. 64 sheets, 16 designs, and this is just one of 4 sheets that you've got. So if you want to batch make, or you want to maybe decoupage those letters or that hand, you can absolutely do that as well.
I'm going to take our sort of colour tones now from that Naturals, which give us a really nice sort of skin colour. First of all, I'm going in with our 515, and then I'm going to take, let's go with 537. This one's a little bit darker, just to add a touch of there. And then we obviously need a silver grey tone for our tool here, so I'm just going to pop that one in there like so, and then we can start to put this together now. I'm going to go in with, take my card first of all. I'm going to sort of work out where I want this to go, and then I can place my frame sort of around here. I think we're going to go with that first, and then we'll put this on. So that's going to go on there. I want this to sit down here, and I think I'm going to place that on top as well. So we'll go in with, this is from our sticker balls that we cut out, so we can go in with those foam pads just straight on top of there, so we can create some nice dimension on that one. So let's use our thinner strips just to go around this outside edge on here, so it all stands really nice and proud on this card. I'm keeping a lot of white space to mirror the white space that we have within that page as well. So I'm just going to stick this onto there, so that's where we want it to be, and then we can place this onto the top there as well. So I'm just going to take a little piece of foam pad and just pop that in that corner.
Oh Nat, this is coming together so nicely.
Adding in my foam onto here now as well, so it's going to sit really well on our card. So this is going to go on, and I'm going to place it here so it fits really nicely over there, and then I'm going to place my frame sort of, and do that one there, and then if I do the other one maybe behind it,
yeah,
because I can stick that quite flat as well, so we can pop that one up here on there. So I want to use foam pads again. I want to keep that height going, so I'm going to stick them to the inside part of my frame. So I'll pop that on here. So that's going to go on here, and I'm going to try and do it at an angle, but still I'm trying to get all of those, so that detailing in. Yeah. I don't want to cover any of the nice image that we've got on there.
Yeah, no,
so that
definitely
can stick
not
on there. That can go, maybe that can go behind and on top of there as well. So let's just take the backing off this, because it does have that sticky backing on there. So that can go under there like that and stick on there, and then that can just lift over and stick that onto that element as well. And then we can add our tools in, of course. So let's go in with all of those, and we're just going to stick these into our card so they stand really nicely. And again, I'm just going to take tiny pieces of our strip foam pads, and then we can just place this sort of like into that groove.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're sort of holding on to there. Our hammer, I think I can get a tiny piece on there. You can definitely use your thinner foam pad strips on here as well, and they work perfectly onto these elements. So that's going to go, just lift that up and that can fit. I'm going to go under there, I think, like so, and then just keep adding them in until you're happy with how this looks. I think I don't want that to be on there because that's going to damage that look, so let's keep that one there. We'll put that one behind there as well, and then our other pieces that we've got we can use as sort of like embellishments, sort of on and around the card.
Yeah, just to fill up that space.
So let's do that because there is a lot of white space. We obviously wanted to have that white space,
yeah, of course,
there, to mirror the white space that we've got in the other pieces, but we can just then place these, taking that backing off, on top of here to make really fun
so cute
embellishments. So let's go into our thinner strips because they're going to help quite a bit more with these smaller pieces. And it's just about having fun with these. It's about having fun. It's about layering up all of these elements so they look really, really sort of true to life, if you will.
Yeah, definitely.
Creating different spaces for them to go in. And I think the toolbox one, you have so much opportunity for that as well. So let's just place our last little pieces around here now. So I'm going to go in with my hammer there and I'll put that spanner with it just here, and then my paintbrush can live on this piece here,
everyone's
maybe.
loving this card.
Or maybe I don't know. This is the beauty of these cards, though, is it? You can just keep going until you're happy.
Awesome.
I think we're going to leave it like that.
That looks absolutely awesome.
So
Myra says she loves this card. Great idea with the broken frame. Donna McMillan says, loving this card, Natalie. Angela says, brilliant. If it isn't broken, don't fix it. But if it is broken, take it to Dad. What an amazing card. Just really shows off all those dies, doesn't it?
It does. I think it shows off how well they work together and how much you can mix and match the dies with these pads and with other things that you'll have in your stash as well.
Absolutely anything that you've got lying around, it's going to just be so perfect for all those handyman cards. Just such a wonderful example of those. Okay, we've got the last little bit of the show for you, and we're going to repeat that Win It Weekly question. So for our On The Move decollage set, absolutely incredible prize. Like, share and comment. Which country has the most islands in the world? Is it A, Japan, B, the Maldives, or C, Sweden? Get your answers in. We'll be announcing that winner at the end of the show on Friday. Okay, part 3 of the show. Emily, I didn't even realise these had gone out of stock.
Yeah,
Twice. Oh my gosh, we've only had them a couple of weeks. Oh my goodness, this is our decoupage toppers selection that we have for you. This is a really fun and different concept that we've got for you guys, because it's kind of like our decollage, but without any base layers, no cardstock, so you can just really have the freedom to just express yourselves with these and utilize anything you've got lying around in your stash. Honestly, these little animals just melt my heart. I love them so much. You get the little puppies in a basket and the little cat basket on there. Look at their little sweet faces. These are back in stock after selling out twice in probably the same amount of weeks. Wowzers. Honestly, I don't even think we've had these in a month, and they've sold out twice.
They've definitely not been around that long.
They really haven't. And this is the Amongst the Flowers collection. So you get these beautiful themes in here of just absolutely gorgeous floral blooms. We get this one as well that you can layer up like a wreath. And obviously with our decollage and our decoupage toppers, they're kind of designed in a very similar way. So as you can see, they're all foiled and die cut for you. Just pop them straight out, and you go from the largest layer to the smallest to build up that amazing level of dimension. Like I say, you can just use them as embellishments to split across your cards. We've got this gorgeous little fairy one here. Fairy Wishes, this one is called, with that fairy cottage and the gorgeous little fairy princess there at the bottom. Again, you could be mixing and matching these, and using these both on a card is an absolutely wonderful idea. We get the birdhouse with that gorgeous detailing on there, and the little bunny. Look at all that foiling on every single layer. So if you're not using all the layers, you're still going to have that luxurious detail. We've got the petals and pages one here with that book, with that love letter, best wishes on your special day, and with love just for you. Again, these work so well together in harmony. You sweeten my tea. Again, another one that works so well together. You get that gorgeous stack of china cups there with those pink blooms, and then the very elegant teapot there. Absolutely looks like a tea party I would want to be invited to. A really great day there with our wheelbarrow and bicycle on there. 64 fully decoupage toppers and 64 sentiments in here.
Wow.
What incredible value.
That's crazy.
$24.99. Is this the pack, like all of it? Right, look how much you're getting in here, guys. Absolutely ginormous bundle of all of those decoupage toppers. 64 for all of your occasions. You've got animals, butterflies, blooms, cocktails, cakes, fairies. The themes are endless. You're going to be making these for all of your recipients because they are just so amazingly wonderful. I absolutely love them. They're so easy to build up. You can just turn the sheet round, stick all your foam pads on, and just press them out and go. And then you can just pop them straight onto your cards. Really nice and easy. 4 of each as well. So if you've got a favourite, you can definitely be batch making those. We have our wonderful foam pad strips mega buy on, guys. These are really fun. These have been out for a few weeks as well. Dan could not believe it when we told him these were out of stock. He was like, what? No, they're not. We were like, yeah,
we were
they are.
mad about this one being out of stock.
Yeah, because we use them every single day on almost every single card.
And we didn't have them.
So we were very upset. These have been out a few weeks and they are back in, and Dan has done them on that incredible back in stock price, £8, so half price, 16 foam pads. You get these wonderful jumbo ones here, super useful, and are sort of varied strip lengths as widths as well, which you've seen Natalie use all the way through the show. She is so happy they're back in stock. We love them. Okay, and we've got some more little dies for you as I say little dies, these are actually really big. We've got our Nesting Dies Diamond one here. This has been out of stock for a good few months now. Just look at that card model on there, so beautiful. Again, you can chop these up into little triangles if you want to. Again, be making your shaped card blanks or anything like that. Looks so good with those wood grain papers. And we have an absolute favourite, beautiful book pages die. It has sold out again and again. We've had it on a few back in stock shows and it is back again. You can be making anything with these. We've got these beautiful kind of easel cards here that you can be making. You can be making your sort of shaped card blanks like what we have here. It was designed for our Storybook Wood collection, but it does work with absolutely anything, and these are just the card models that we've got to go with these because it was launching at the time. But it looks great as maybe a sort of Holy Bible if you're grabbing those Blessed and Beautiful dies.
That would look really nice,
wouldn't it just? It looks so great as like a little box project like this one with some little books and some pattern papers. So you get the 4 kind of like the 3 book pages ones, then the individual pages. You get these beautiful little book stands here, the lock and key, a banner, and the sentiment, some stories stay with us forever. That is just
really nice.
11 dies in here.
I know. And it's so versatile. So
versatile. You can be using this with your little books, pattern papers, absolutely anything, your stamps. $19.99 for this. Again, we struggle to keep this in stock, so if this is something you've had your eye on for a while, do grab this right now, because again, it is an amazing die and it's sold out at least twice already. And the final thing that we have to show you before, isn't it gorgeous?
This has been out of stock for so long.
So long. Again, every time it's on Hobby Maker, I feel like it sells out as well.
Yeah.
This is our Perfect Verses foiled paper pad. We've got the stickables version, but if you just want the white version with that gold and silver foiling, it is absolutely back in stock. $9.99. I think again, it's such a bargain. 192 verses in here 48 sheets, all with 4 on. And again, those more versy sentiments, if you want something a bit more than happy birthday or just to say, these are going to be your best pal. Remember, you are stronger than you think, braver than you believed, and more loved than you know. Brighter days are on the horizon. You've got loss in there, so for your sympathy cards, foiled in silver as well. Gorgeous mixture of typographies in here. We've got some really nice sort of script fonts, some more elegant ones, some gorgeous like block capitals, a really nice kind of modern brush lettering font. Wake up every day and chase your dreams, they know the way. May this day be the beginning of a beautiful year filled with wonderful moments. You've got candles and best wishes on there. Good friends are like stars. You don't always see them, you know they are there. My absolute favourite one, a big piece of my heart travels with you wherever you go. Lots of people are thinking of you today, just to let you know I am one of them. Again, just absolutely gorgeous ones. You can be popping these inside of your cards if you want something a little bit more luxurious of a finish. And again, you can be chopping these up, probably die cutting these with your dies if you want to. Absolutely gorgeous, covering all of those occasions: sympathy, birthday, weddings, love, romance, absolutely everything in here. 24 different verses in here, gold and silver foiling. Okay, that is all I've got to show you now.
I knew that was going to happen.
Are you ready for your third and final demo?
Yeah, I was trying to move it out of the way because I didn't need to use it, and it just crashed everywhere. So all of my bits and pieces are ready to go. So I've got my 3 book pages here, and I thought I would show you how you can use this with your brand new club gift as well. So we're going to utilise that. Let's see. I don't think we can squeeze those bits and pieces on, so I'm going to use the space that I've got there just to cut out my tag as well. So let's bring these a little bit further up so we know what they're going to cut. So we're going to cut all of our bits and pieces out because I've got them all ready to go. I've chosen what pattern papers I'm going to use because we've got double-sided papers that come with this kit. I'm also going to use our little book that comes with this kit, and we're going to mix it all together with our Perfect Verses paper pad as well. So cutting out 2 of those larger book pieces, and we'll put them to one side. And also I've cut out my little page sort of what is it, it's like a bookmark, a little designed to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
So my smallest page is going to go in next, and then I've got my little book page which I've fussy cut around the tail here just so I can have that hanging off my page. We're going to put those 2 cuties in there, and then I'm going to take my Perfect Verses pad, and I've already stuck my die down just so I can make sure that it's in the right place and I don't have to think about that. And then we're going to stick that down as well, so that can go on there. Let's run these through.
I had a sneaky look at the sentiment you used, and it's very appropriate.
I thought so. I thought it worked really well with this one. So I've used this die a few times now, and I've made easels with it, I've made card blanks with it, but I thought I would show you just how you could pop it onto the front of a card if you wanted to.
Absolutely.
Which is going to work really nice with all of these pages that we have selected. So we'll pop these bits out, and then let's go on and make our book up. So you want to release all of your pages from here, so let's just pop these out. I've gone with silver for my largest sort of like the back of my book, and then we've gone with this really nice floral design for the middle page just to break up the design a little bit and make it look really fun. So that's going to fit on here like so.
Oh, that's so gorgeous.
And then we've gone for this gorgeous, really light cloud design for the next layer. So that's going to fit on here. And then our pages, we've got our little birds that we can just pop out of here now. And that's going to sit really nicely on this side. No, it's not. It's going to fit really nicely. No, what have I done? I knew this was going to happen. It's going to fit on this way. No, this way. There we go.
Okay,
it takes a while to work out which side that they're going to go on. So that's going to fit on there. So my book is got the point at the top now, which is the wrong way to do it, but I knew this was going to happen. See, I tried so hard to make sure I was cutting these out the right way, and I've done it wrong anyway. So that just shows that it doesn't matter how many times you do this. But now this looks really strange. Have I done that one the right way round and my bird the wrong way round? Because if we've done that, then what we'll do is I'll just recut that bird.
Redo that one. Everybody has been absolute. This is the die that everyone's waiting for now.
I'm not surprised. It's such. I mean, it's just a gorgeous,
just phenomenal, isn't it?
Die set. So let's just cut that bird out again because I've done it wrong, and I knew I was going to do it wrong.
Find your little wings page.
There we go.
Yeah, Myra Langdon says this is this book die set is my favourite. I use it a lot.
So which way does this
Anne Richards, I feel an order coming on. Susan Lamb says, Rebecca, do you know when the trimmer blades are back in stock? Late April, so possibly next week or the week after. I'm not 100% on that, but they are, honestly,
it's
anytime. It is coming. Anne Richards says she's been requested to make an 80th birthday card. Birds were requested, so I'm going with the Little Wings kit. You can't go wrong with that kit, Anne.
Let's die cut this, and we're going to fussy cut this one as well, so we're not wasting it.
Yeah.
So we'll pop that back through our thing. I would just say be really careful when you are cutting your layers out so that doesn't happen to you because those middle pages are quite, you think you're getting it the right way and then you haven't, so it's quite pesky, but not to worry, these things happen.
Absolutely.
It's how we can come back from them, that is the best thing. So let's just remove that now, and I wasn't going to decoupage this up, but we absolutely are going to do that now with our, so we don't waste that page that we've already die cut. So let's trim that out now. Where are my scissors? I'm just going to fussy cut the wings from here and then the head from this bird up there. So at the moment our book is really flat and we want to add quite a bit of dimension to that. So I'm going to use again my tool from our wonderful scoreboard. So I'm just going to bring that in to play first of all.
Okay, yep.
Because it's going to help us with just sort of shaping this. So I'm just going to just line that up to a point and we're going to score down our center pages first. This is absolutely your choice on whether you do this. This is just something that I find helps with creating that dimension to the front of our card. So I've just done that on all three of those, and then we're going to bring this back in and I'm just going to use sort of the back edge of my tool just to bring out and curve.
Oh, I love that.
This section here.
It makes the book look a bit more well read, well loved.
Well loved is the word. More realistic.
Yeah,
really,
definitely.
especially with the gorgeous shape that we've got on there. So just using that curve that you've got on the back of your tool to do that, and we can press that up in the middle now, which is going to leave that with a really nice curved detail. So we'll do that on all of our other elements and these ones as well, because they're paper, they're gonna just love to be sort of rounded off on the corners there, just to give that shape. And we can obviously add foam pads in here to give even more of a dimensional look. So our last one, let's just go over on these and then we'll put this together.
Awesome.
So our center points, we're going to use tape for that, so I'm just going to add that in on the back of every single page that we've got there, and then I'll place this together, and then I just want to add I'm going to use, if I can find them, my thicker foam pad strips.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not the right ones. Here they are.
These are back in stock, guys. Our foam pad strips on that incredible price, £8 for that multi-buy with all of your foam pad strips in there.
So I'm not putting them on the very end.
Okay.
I'm just going to leave a little space so that this sits flat.
Okay, yeah.
So that's just going to press onto there and just lift up that section ever so more. If you want to add more foam pads, you absolutely can do. It's completely up to you sort of how much dimension you're wanting to create with this. So exactly the same on the other side, and I think for this one as well I am going to double up on my foam pads. So let's just trim those out And then we can fold these over. So I can just click those together.
Oh, that's clever.
Add that underneath and do exactly the same again. Just taking those off there, just popping them together, and again.
Well, that's an absolute game changer.
Just adding that onto there. Just saves you a little bit more time.
Yeah, definitely.
It's great for if you're doing like bigger projects with your, like if you making shaker cards and you've got your strips.
Oh yeah.
And just clicking them together, and it really does add so much. So this is really starting to come together now. Let's add our pages on. Now I'm just going to stick these on with foam pads, and because we've already got a lot of shape and dimension sort of starting out with that card now, this is just going to follow through with your page, so you don't have to sort of add shape into this because you've already got it on those layers. So making sure, because it's paper, I'm adding lots of foam pads on here.
Yep.
Because we don't want this to not stick properly. So turn the page, your next chapter is going to be amazing. I'm going to stick this bit on here, and then I'm going to add in our beautiful decoupage to the top of that bird there. And we might be able to do that with this foam pad here, the perfect size for that. So we can just pull that away, shape that around there, and then that little bird is just going to fall just off that page. Now let's build this up onto our card. So I've got more of the beautiful pages and mirror. Now I've got this design which matches the page that I've already used, so I could do it on that one, but I think it's a bit too busy, so we're going to flip it over and do it on that nice clouded design on there. So we'll just add that on with some double-sided tape to our mirror, and then to mirror our white space, I've cut this mirror down to 7.5, and then this page here is cut down to 7.25, which is going to give us a really nice space, white edging around. So we've got that 1/4 of an inch that's going to come in here onto this card, so that's going to give us,
oh, that's so nice,
a really nice background for this book to sit on. So I'm going to place that, and we're going to put it at an angle as well. Again, I'm going to go in with tape on the center, so we're getting as much dimension on there, and then we're going to use foam pads on the ends like we've done on every single page, just to really lift it off the edge there. So adding these on, this is going to sit on here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Wow,
And
that looks so good.
We've got silver gemstones that we're going to place on the inside here. So I'm going to go 3 up on this side, and then we're going to switch it out and have 3 on the other side here. I think every single die we've had on the show today we could be using together. You could be making this one, like you said, for a christening, and you could have the cross on one side, you could have your beautiful perfect verses page on the other side, and then there's lots of pages that have floral imagery throughout them. So I've just cut these pieces from one of our pages, and I'm just going to decorate up
that looks
the
beautiful.
edges on here with these gorgeous pieces. So that one's going to sit on there. This one I think is going to sit towards the bottom, so it sits more flat on my page, and we are done.
Oh, what an awesome card. Really just showing off all of those little wings goodies that you could be getting. These are the pattern papers in the little book, but doesn't it look wonderful on that die? So beautiful. I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm so happy it's come back into stock.
Me too.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Natalie,
You're
for all your
welcome.
demos. Everything that we have shown you today is back in stock. Do get on that website. I know you've got an order coming on. It is time to say goodbye, guys. Okay, what have we got? Oh, TV schedule today. Anne-Marie is at Hobby Maker at 3 p.m. She has got the fabulous new Floral Dreams kit. Don't you just love that?
It's going to be so busy today.
Oh, it's stunning. Do not miss that. 6 p.m. she's doing a £10 and under show for some real crafty bargains. And then 7 p.m. a second look at that beautiful Floral Dreams kit. Next up on Hunky Dory TV, Kat is here tomorrow to look at the stunning Floral Dreams collection. Are you hosting that one, Nat?
I am. I'm going to be here.
Going to be here. So Natalie and Kat are going to be running the show tomorrow, so do not miss that. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys. Take care and have a lovely rest of your Tuesday.